You had a pretty difficult childhood. Tell me about it.
So yeah, I was a pretty unhappy kid growing up. I would be afraid of going to school because I would get bullied pretty often, physically and verbally. They would call me like a loser, you know, stupid, skinny, small, retarded. Yeah, so this was about when I was 5 years old right here. I had just moved to a new school and I had a hard time assimilating and fitting in.
Why were kids bullying you?
Because I was typically one of the smallest kids and the skinniest kid, the youngest as well. My legs were so skinny that I had to wear braces on them because my quads were so weak. I was really insecure. I just was a really shy kid. I was not confident in myself.
How often would you get bullied?
Almost on a daily occurrence. You know, there were a couple really vivid incidents that still are in my mind. I mean, once I was pulled back and choked by a bully and strangled and slammed to the ground. And no one really helped me. People were actually around me were actually laughing and ridiculing me.
And how did that make you feel?
When you are bullied and you're put down, you really feel helpless. I decided to just isolate myself. I would lie in bed at night and I would think about the knife set downstairs in my kitchen, and I would think, okay, if I just took these knives and I, cut myself, I bet no one would care. I didn't know how to control my anger. I didn't have an outlet at all. I mean, one time I punched a wall, broke my hand, and that kind of was an epiphany for me. After that, I have to start finding a different kind of outlet or else I'm going to end up hurting myself.
So what did you do?
So instead of punching things, I started working out in my room. I felt invigorated. I felt really happy and focused. I felt really just alive.
And how has this ritual of fitness changed your life?
So it started with, that working out in my bedroom, but it was really training in the gym that I fell in love with it. And I was actually around other people. And so it wasn't like me isolating myself. When I go to the gym, I always take at least 15 minutes to just put in my headphones and visualize what I'm gonna do that day. And if you're not focused, you're just going through the motion, and that's not gonna give you the best results.
When you look in the mirror now, who's the person that you see?
So I see a lot more confident person. I see someone who's made a lot of progress, and most of all, I see someone who's on a journey. The gym is symbolic in my life. It's just a haven for me. It's given me my closest friendships. I could even say it's kind of like a sanctuary for me because it's really therapeutic for me to be there. And I decided to become a trainer and inspire and motivate other people, and I just fell in love with that as well.
What would you say to that young person who's being bullied and beaten up?
I think life takes you on a course that sometimes you just don't know what's going to happen. And I personally never would have thought I would be at USC having a passion for fitness like I do right now. It will make you stronger. And that's what I would say to my 12-year-old self, to just stay strong and push through it. You'll be okay.
Bullying is something that sadly too many people face in life, but I hope you were inspired by David's story of strength and determination. To see more episodes of Rituals, please subscribe. And you can watch another story about a young dancer whose discipline and passion have allowed her to live out her dream.
As a student, each performance matters so much because you just don't have as many. And in the competitions, you only have one chance on stage. It's a lot of pressure.